Welcome back to the Boys and Ball podcast. If you like the pod, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's go.
Welcome back, boys. What's going on?
So,
Yo.
so Bruce, I got some statistics for you here, brother. All right.
Nope, don't want to
I,
listen.
I want to bring up some statistics from you from this past Saturday.
What's up?
So,
Wait,
the
Saturday?
Army Navy game.
Mm,
Did you see anything about it?
hell no.
Okay. So, I'm going to read you off some stats. I want you to
Yeah.
tell me which team won just off of statistics.
Okay.
Okay. So Navy as a team went
hmm
1 for 4 passing for 25 yards and a touchdown.
All right.
They also had 57 carries for 259 yards and a
Oh
touchdown.
my God. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So as a total, they had about 285 yards as a team
And two touches. Okay.
and 2 touchdowns. Yep. Army went 2 for 12 passing for 28 yards, no touchdowns.
Uh,
And rushing the ball, they were 48 for 125 and a touchdown.
I'm gonna assume that because one touchdown came through the air, the Navy won the
Okay. Well, you would be wrong.
game. Oh
This
shit.
game did go to overtime at 10-10. They both did score touchdowns on their first plays in overtime. And then Army got a stop and got a field goal.
Nice. God, that was disgusting.
So Army did win a football game with 153 yards of total offense.
That's impressive. That's a tribute. That one's for the troops right there.
And it did
Not,
hit the over.
it did
The
hit the
game did hit
over.
the over.
It did hit the over. At 37 points, it hit the over. I think it was like 33 and a half
Yeah.
or something like that. But yeah, no. Wowed it the over.
I know you love running football, Bruce. It's probably your favorite thing to watch. Bruce is a big ground and pound guy.
You are a corpse soaking liar.
Well, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's kind of been the Giants' offense this year, anyways.
No.
I mean,
It's give Saquon the ball.
mhm.
If
Okay.
Saquon
Ground and pound.
Daniel Jones has to struggle.
Okay, so
But
ground and pound football.
Then what's Daniel Jones do? He runs the football.
Speaking
So
of that,
therefore,
I had read an article today that said
Uh-huh.
that he has allegedly secured a 1 year contract for next year.
Okay,
for,
for how much
for
money?
$50
I
million.
don't know the answer to that. I haven't read any. It was just like one of those little small articles that said, "Oh, hey, based on word that's coming from inside the Giants camp, they said Daniel Jones has shown enough to them for another 1 year proven deal."
Okay.
So maybe we won't give him an egregious amount of money. But I'm really kind of concerned about that man, Leonard Williams. I don't know if we need to keep him or get rid of him because, like, if we like, he's $20 million in the books next year. I think
hmm
that's a lot.
Yeah, you know who else has a lot of money on your books?
Who?
Kenny Galladay.
Yeah, he is.
And you guys keep him around, so
That money will be there until 2024, I think.
yeah. Maybe one of the worst contracts in modern football history. I mean,
No, I would definitely say the Deshaun Watson contract is way worse.
he's played 2 games.
Yeah, but it's way worse for the league to have a fully guaranteed quarterback making that kind of money than it is for a wide receiver to get a kind of a nice chunk of change and then not play.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. So players got to be guaranteed money.
Yeah, but never mind.
Give the kids some bags.
Are you guys going to get that punter from the Bills too to complete your touchy feely plan?
No, we have a punter, so he's got Corey Bajorquez. He's got a huge, absolute cannon of a leg. He outkicks coverage consistently. The only reason that we even remotely make tackles in special teams is because Anthony Schwartz is our gunner, and he's got 4.25 speed, so he just gets fucking down there. So, but he's about the only one that's within 20 yards when the guy catches the ball. So if he misses, it's always big returns. But we'll take it.
Are you excited for the return of Big Joe?
Joe Schobert.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely need help at linebacker. Deion Jones has been, real helpful since he came in. So, if we can get another linebacker, the linebackers are pretty injured. I'm like Tony Fields. Tony Fields has been playing really well. So we got a bunch of young guys that are starting to play well, but injuries.
What do you miss? Did you miss Big Joe? Do you want him back? Do you miss
I
Joe
mean,
Schobert?
the problem is he makes a ton of tackles, but he's actually trash.
Yeah.
He misses just as many tackles as he makes, and it's sad because he damn near leads the NFL in tackles every year. It's a problem.
Is it wait? So if he also leads in tackles, does he also lead in broken tackles?
No. When he grabs people, they generally go down. The problem is like he'll consistently not grab people.
Ah,
Okay.
I
He'll
understand.
make 5 tackles on a drive, and on a drive where he could have made 3 and ended the drive. So it's
I understand.
yeah.
You better dust off your Joe Schobert jersey now.
Yeah, because we have one of those. We don't get jerseys for people from Wisconsin. That's not
Just-
true. There's only one outlier, and it's Big Joe. That's different. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Joe Schobert is not Big Joe.
Yeah, it's Big Joe. That's Cleveland's Big Joe.
No.
Then who's Cleveland's Big Joe?
Joe
Big
Thomas.
Daddy Joe Thomas.
Ah, yeah, Joe Thomas.
Yeah, if anyone's Big Joe, it's Joe Thomas.
It's Joe Thomas, dude. Come on.
All right, fair enough.
Can't
all
be
right, well-
disrespecting Big Joe like that.
All right, fine. Lil Joe. We got Lil Joe coming.
Okay, yeah. I'll accept it.
Low Joe.
But I'm still happier with the Deion Jones pickup than the Joe Schobert pickup.
Well, you can have Mac Wilson back too. We don't want him. Why?
Good damn.
No.
He'd help you out so much. What's up?
And also Chase Winovich has not played the entire year.
Hey, I need you to give Bill Belichick a call and tell him to give us Mac Jones.
Oh, you want Mac Jones? You want
Yeah.
the other super average white dude?
I think you should re-sign Daniel Jones for maybe a 4 or 5 year contract, give him a lot of money, but then trade and bring in Mac Jones just as a security blanket and pay both of them for the next 5 years.
Oh yeah, that's what we should do.
Yeah, and then you can bounce back and forth each game on who you want to start because neither of them can play consistent.
So you just want everyone's quarterback situation to be as bad as the Browns will be. Got it.
Oh, listen, our quarterback situation is fantastic. If our wide receivers can learn to catch footballs that hit their ankles, we'll start to win football games.
We can't fault your logic.
I mean, it's accurate. It hits the same spot every pass. So the wide receivers just got to get used to it. I don't know what to say.
I know. Like you have Deshaun Watson back, but do you
Yeah.
wish Jacoby Brissett was still playing?
No, see, the problem is Jacoby pisses me off. And
Yeah.
Jacoby pisses me off because he is the definition of mediocre. Like he's so mediocre that it legitimately pisses you off. Like watching him play, like he will make a perfect passes 20 yards and under. Perfect. The second you ask him, like he came in last week against Cincinnati on 4th and 1 because we know QB sneak with him. Asked him to throw one pass to a wide receiver that was butt naked open in the end zone. What's he do? Overthrows him.
Because that's what you want, right?
No. It pisses me off because you got receivers open deep and you can't fucking hit them. So why not give Deshaun Watson the chance? And at least the ball will be close. It's just going to hit him in the foot.
Smells like mid.
Smells like a Cleveland Browns quarterback is what it does. Mid is
I
all
want Brady Quinn back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a wild statement.
Is that where you're at right now?
Give me Johnny Manziel. Like,
Just give me somebody.
bring back RG3. I don't know.
RG3, come be a backup.
Tyrod, come back.
You need another great quarterback,
We need to get another great backup like Josh McCown. Just get back in here. Like
you need the rookie year
Give it that John
Baker
Wolford.
Mayfield. Oh, is
I
it
don't
rookie or
want
second?
Baker back. We've been there, done that. We need a new average quarterback to get in here.
Oh,
John
okay.
Wolford.
No,
Jared Goff.
no, too mid. I'm thinking probably more Jimmy Garoppolo, as mid as possible.
Dude,
But mid, but just barely above mid because he wins games. But
I
so
feel
he's
like
better
you
than
guys would
Jacoby, but not by much.
Jared Goff.
No, because Jared Goff can also lose you some games. So I'm looking for a quarterback that's not going to lose us any games, but could possibly win us a game. And I think in Jimmy Garoppolo, if he magically stays healthy for a 17 game season, he'll be mid for 16 of them, but maybe he can win one of them. You know,
Mm.
I don't know if Jimmy Garoppolo has the kahunas to stay healthy for an entire season.
listen, I think Cleveland's got a great O line, and it's wild to watch Deshaun Watson drop back into a pocket, take his 3-5 step drop, whatever it is, have no one around him, watch 3 seconds go off in his head, and he goes, "Fuck, I'm about to get pressured. I gotta run." And he just starts scrambling when there's zero pressure. No one has gotten off their blocks and runs directly into the back of his lineman because they're still blocking the original defenders.
He
It's a
doesn't know what to
wild
do.
thing to watch.
He doesn't know what to do. He's used to running from his life. He was running for his life.
Yeah,
Every
but
day
now
of his
now
life.
he doesn't have to,
But he
and he
was in
still tries
Houston.
to run for his life. It's a
Yeah, he
wild
got
situation.
PTSD.
I think his football awareness is just fucking low right now. He just hasn't played in so long. Just like some of the tendencies in the clock in your head, it just isn't there.
Yeah.
But Bruce, we're talking shit on the Browns. Let's talk shit on the Giants. What the fuck happened?
Oh, bro.
48
dude,
to 22.
What do you mean, bro? The Eagles are gonna body us.
You said you were gonna win at home. That was your call.
No,
We
no,
win
no,
at
no.
home, we'll lose at their place.
No. He said they're gonna win here. We're gonna win at their place. So he expects them to beat them the last week of the season in Philly.
Oh, okay.
After they've
Wait-
already secured number 1 seed and are resting all their starters for the playoffs, we'll win.
Oh,
that.
then you're good enough to beat Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, even then, Philly's backup still might be better, but that's yet to see.
That's yet to be seen. We'll find out. Find out next
I mean,
time.
Gardner Minshew's going to throw over 400 yards on you guys
Dude, I miss that man.
because that's who you're going to have to play the last week of the season.
That man's a demon.
That man is a demon, certified.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't he work out in like ridiculous or warm up in ridiculously cold weather without a shirt on in college?
Yeah, in
Did
a
you tell me
blizzard
that?
in Washington. Yeah,
Was he wearing his jorts?
he might have been. The kid's wild. I love Gardner Minshew.
George no shirt, big bushy mustache. I like it.
Jesus. I mean,
That's
Dan,
my franchise quarterback right there. Like,
Jesus. Dan, your third favorite team also had a rough game last week. Barely pulled out against Houston. What's going on with the Cowboys?
First of all, I want to put this out there. Fuck the Cowboys.
Dan, we all know on your tier of bandwagon, your Patriots, Steelers, Dallas Cowboys.
First of all, I don't know if you can call being a Steelers fan a bandwagon because I'm from the Burgh.
Yeah, but you only talk about the 80s and the 90s.
I don't think I've once mentioned the 80s or 90s.
You
in
only
this
talk about the steel curtain. That's your favorite thing to talk about when we talk about football.
bro, Dan, this is 100% false, and I know it is. He's just gaslighting me. Don't worry.
Yeah, like what's going on here? But we
You
can't
come into chats and you're like, my favorite wide receiver, the greatest wide receiver of all time is Hines Ward, and the greatest running back of all time is Jerome Bettis.
Yeah,
And then
but
we
that's-
bring up stats and statistics, and you go, I know the statistics, brother.
Yeah, but first of all, the 70s, 80s didn't include Heinz Ward. That's the 90s and
Yeah,
early 2000s. So get your facts straight because obviously you don't know the statistics.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. Okay. Yeah, and your favorite linebacker is Kevin Green. Okay.
No,
Kevin Green was an animal.
he was an animal, but fuck his luscious blonde hair. Oh my god.
But nonetheless, Dan, what happened to the Cowboys? I know they barely got the dub, but what's going on?
No one knows.
Even
I
the
told you,
Browns handled the Texans better than this, and we didn't score an offensive touchdown.
Yeah, but you're dog water. I don't know. It once again, I feel like they really do struggle because of having that 2 running back system. No one gets nearly enough touches. No one can do as well as you can. You and the Browns can. And Dak is just super fucking mid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Buyer's remorse from Jerry World.
Yeah, they need to get Zeke more touches.
Whatever doubt they don't. I don't care who they get more touches. They just need to get one of them more touches. whether it's Tony or whether it's Zeke, one of them needs more touches. You can't be just doing this split shit. Like,
I'm just a bigger fan of Zeke. I think just get him the rock.
You know what?
Hey,
Fuck it. Just make T.Y. Hilton a running back and give him all the carries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you-
Oh, speaking of that, bringing in T.Y. Hilton, do the Cowboys are they still going after Odell, or does that kind of end the Odell conversation?
I
All right.
think that
So as
I think
far
that
as
is
I
an Odell
know,
conversation.
that does potentially end the Odell conversation for the regular season. But if Odell Beckham still does not sign with anybody, the Cowboys are still interested in potentially having talks with him in the offseason. Some reporter had said that. But I
in
feel
the
like
off season or in the postseason?
in the offseason.
Mm.
But at
Okay.
that rate, he'll be a 31-year-old wide receiver. Like, why would they?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, he's kind of. I mean, I think he's still gonna try to make a playoff run with someone this year. So he'll go. I mean, he'll go sign with Kansas City or something stupid.
No, he's not going to sign with Kansas City because you're going to see the same thing happen to him. Because he said he wants Michael Gallup type money. But like, you'll see. Remember when Josh Gordon signed with the Kansas City Chiefs, and he like literally did nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like might happen to Odell. I understand
But they didn't
he's
pay
more
Josh Gordon a
explosive.
lot of money.
Well, yeah, but like they're not going to want to pay Odell Beckham Jr. a whole lot of money either because like their receiving core in Kansas City is kind of mid, but like they make plays for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but that's Travis Kelce making plays.
Yeah, but they got Travis Kelce and they got Juju and Miko Hardman and
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney's over there now too.
Well, so speaking of the Chiefs receiver core, we just mentioned Travis Kelce. I saw him talk about how he wants to hit 15,000 receiving yards. He wants to pass Tony Gonzalez.
Okay.
Do you think he's going to be able to play in the league long enough to pass Tony Gonzalez? Because I mean, Tony was in the league for like 20 years.
All right, I got two questions for you. Right now, how many career yards does he have?
That's a good question. I will get those numbers for you.
And two, how old is
10K. He has 10K.
How old is Travis Kelce?
I want to say that he's 33, something like that.
Yep, 33. Yep.
He's got 10K.
Yeah, he's at 10K.
So does he have 5,000 yard seasons left on him?
Well,
or another 7-8 years if he's only getting 500-600 yards.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Because I mean, like he does big season in 2018 where he got 1,300 yards.
I mean, even now, I think he has like 1,000 or 1,100 this year.
He already he has 1,000 this year.
Are those already included for his career stats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he can still get another
couple
probably,
hundred.
Yeah, maybe 300.
Yeah, they got 3 games left. I mean, they're
feasible like 200, but
they're predicting him like 70 yards, 45 yards, 78 yards for the 3 games. Those are like the per game.
So I mean, roughly around 200.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah. And he's not like he's like deep in the 10K, like where he's like almost at 11,000. He's like just cracked 10K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I'd like to see you do it, man. Tony G was a good player, but I think Travis Kelce is he's just different, man. He's built Ford tough.
So he survives the league long enough to hit 15K. I'd like to see him do it.
I think he could do it in 5 years.
Okay.
Let's see.
But does he have elite production through 38? Because that's what you're gonna have to ask. Is 1,000 yards out of a tight end is a ton, and at 38, is he going to be able to do that?
Yes, I potentially think he could have elite production until he's 38.
Okay. I see. That's tough for me. I think if Travis Kelce's going to do it, he's going to have to play till he's 40. Because I think maybe for the next 2-3 seasons after this, he can get 1,000 yards or a little bit over that. But then it's going to fall off. You're going to see the drop down to 600, 500, and he's going to have to kind of rough it out for a couple of years to get it.
See a changing of the guard. Give it to the man, the myth, the legend, Travis.
I mean, I'd like to see Daddy George Kittle break the record, but that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, man, George Kittle is like he's the best.
That's one of my faves.
He's just happy to be around, man.
It's just he's good personality, Best blocking tight end in the league. Great
Great locker
receiver.
room guy.
Great locker room guy, and you can't bring that dude down after the tackle or after the catch. If he catches that ball and you're not right on him when he catches that ball, good fucking luck.
Yeah, he's gonna carry at least 2 of you. You'll get him down, but like you're not gonna like him.
No, he's putting a shoulder pad through your chest.
Trying to make your breath smell like football equipment.
I mean, sometimes you just got to hear the pop. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah,
Speaking about someone hearing the pop, Mike White, the man, the guy with the Jets,
He got
in the
messed
first
up.
quarter, got took a hit, left the game for a couple plays, came back in, took another hit later in the game. When had to go, got some, X-rays and stuff done in the back, comes back out onto the field, plays the entire second half, then is seen limping, holding his chest, walking to the locker room where they said they had to immediately take him to the hospital for internal bleeding. The kid was playing with broken ribs. Demon.
Was he boxing or was he was this a UFC bout? Or...
He got lit up by Matt Milano. Matt Milano hit him with the cleanest spear I might have ever seen.
Yeah.
But that kid, Matt Milano, as he was throwing, standing up like this, Matt Milano came in, shoulder straight to the chest, drilled him. I mean, you like to see some good, clean hits, but you also like to see the toughness out of Mike White to say, "Yeah, you're not taking me out of this game. I'm gonna be here."
Is he gonna play this week?
Yeah, he says he's ready to play.
Dude, let's go. All right. So since Kyler Murray decided he didn't want to play for the rest of the year, I had to pick up Mike White in my work fantasy league. So I need another Mike White masterclass from 2 weeks ago.
All right, Hunter. Okay, Hunter. Fantastic.
What? Dan, what was that face you made whenever I said
that was a wild statement. You just said Kyler Murray decided he didn't want to play more. You sound like he was signing off for the kid tore his.
He was like,
his ACL.
like Kyler Murray was like double XP weekend coming up. Let me tear my ACL real quick.
Yeah, he's like hold on. Yeah. Let me slide funny real quick. Let me tear this.
I mean, because Kyler Murray did tear his ACL the week before double XP weekend.
Just saying.
I mean.
Gosh.
I guess, Mr. Brucey, maybe you know something we don't, but kind of wild.
I don't know how you could say that.
Their GM told me.
Oh, you talked with their GM?
Yes.
Are you and Cliff Kingsbury close?
Cliff Kingsbury's the coach, not the GM.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. Do you know the whole office? What's going on?
No. I'm just close with Steve, bro.
Oh, okay.
This is 100% false.
I'm well aware. Very clear. Yeah. The last game I want to talk about from last week, Kansas City versus Denver. I think we all expected Kansas City to mop the floor with Denver, but then Russell Wilson comes out here, throws 3 touchdown passes, gets hurt and leaves the game, but where the hell has this Russell Wilson been all year? What makes it to where you come out and play like this against Kansas City, but against every other team in the league, you are dog shit.
Broncos country, we tried.
Yeah, I mean, and they've proceeded to still lose. So, I mean, Russell Wilson was 23 for 36, 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now he was sacked 6 times, but he also had 4 carries for 60 yards.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson's used to getting sacked. That's if he's not getting sacked, is he playing football? I think, that's all he did in Seattle. He just got sacked all day.
I mean, he did choose to get traded to a team that had just as bad, if not a worse, offensive line.
But
everyone's always like, the Denver Broncos, they got that receiving core and a good defense. We're just a good quarterback away. No, you also need some damn linemen too. Okay? You can't just get a good quarterback.
You also need a better receiving core because your receivers are mid, terrible. Jerry Jeudy can't stay healthy, and when he is healthy, he's wildly inconsistent. Courtland Sutton is a barely break 1,000 yards every season receiver. Your receiving core is not good.
Did Cortland Sutton even play this past week?
No.
That
Shit, maybe Odell goes to the Broncos.
yeah, because Odell's gonna get unless they offer him an absolute fat bag. There's no way Odell's going to the Broncos. That's a wild statement, Bruce.
I want to see Odell to the Niners.
Dude, that might be
let's
great.
go. George Kittle caught another receiving touchdown.
Oh my god. Yeah, and as you can see, we're filming the game on Thursday night. But are there any good games this week that you guys see? Some of the games that speak to you guys.
So my New York Football Giants are going to play the Washington Redskins this week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you win this one, or do you tie again?
I don't know. I mean, maybe we should agree to tie, so that way it just f's up everything.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
Interesting. I like
Bruce is picking an awful Sunday night football game. Like, why are you guys Sunday night football?
Because we're elite.
Oh, okay.
We're up and coming. We're still in the hunt. Dan, don't look at that. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you and your Patriots.
No, but
I'm sorry. Well, at least my team doesn't have Matt Patricia calling their offensive plays like a clown. Dan.
But we still won last week. Did you?
Hell no. Did you guys play the Eagles last week? Did you guys play the best team in the NFL last week? Oh, you didn't.
That's not our fault. They're not in our division.
Twice. One more time.
Yeah, and you're gonna lose to Gardner Minshew the second time. We just talked about this.
It's gonna make me sad, but I'll be so happy for Gardner
Minshew. Okay. I got two games I want to look at. They're both division games. One is the Ravens versus the Browns. And this is I like this game because one, Cleveland always puts up a good show every time they play a division team, and two, with that with the Bengals beating the Browns last week, they're still tied with the Ravens because the Ravens won as well, and I see this as a tough game for the Ravens, especially still. Is Lamar playing this week?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so this is another tough game for the Ravens. They got to play the Browns, which it's always a super gritty game. So I think this is gonna be a good game to watch. Like may it be a rough game, probably, but yeah.
Yeah, Lamar's not playing.
Nick Chubb gonna put on a show.
And
Nick Chubb hasn't put on a show in about 6 weeks, so the good better would say no.
Yeah, but also a good better would say he's due.
He is due.
It's hard for him to be due when the offense can't move because your quarterback thinks a receiver's hands are his feet.
Okay, well that's because he's
why is Deshaun Watson coming back? Give the ball to Nick Chubb.
Because Kevin Stefanski thinks that we can now throw the ball 40 times a game. And then our drives continuously stall because we'll get a good run and then we'll pass the ball 3 straight times. And it's just 3 straight incompletions of Deshaun Watson drilling receivers in their feet.
Okay.
I mean, if you watch Deshaun Watson's highlight tape from the past 2 weeks, you're going to see half of his incomplete passes are hitting receivers in their feet.
Nice. But that's how it's supposed to be played, right? You throw it to their feet to protect your receiver, right?
Or you see him taking sacks or rolling out and throwing the ball away when we have a wide open guy on a crosser and we run the play multiple times because they keep leaving it open and he continuously does not hit the wide open guy. It makes you look and go, we're still the Browns. Let's go.
We're still the Browns. Let's go.
Aren't you happy you gave all of him his money guaranteed?
Yeah, because listen, I am an agent of chaos because I know my team's not going to win a Super Bowl. So now I can now proceed to root for the downfall of other franchises because now Lamar wants the same amount of money and Joe Burrow's going to want the same amount of money. And you know what happens then? They both leave, and then the Browns are the king of shit mountain. Let's go.
Well, they're still the Steelers. The Steelers don't play quarterbacks.
That's fine. We can beat you guys.
But I mean,
so that's the goal. The goal is to be the king of shit mountain. That's the goal.
Yeah.
All right.
The best of the worst, baby. Let's go. I like to look at our season at the end and go, we could have gone, 11-6, but we went 6-11, but maybe next year.
I mean, at least you're not going 0-16 like you were. Or 1-15.
Done that already, okay? Done that already. And then you know what we did the next year? We went 1-15.
Hey,
Okay.
that's improvement.
That
So
didn't you
now,
guys-
but the last time we went 0-16, we did get a pretty elite player out of that draft pick.
Was that
So
the one that ended up being Miles Garrett or Denzel
it did
Ward?
end up being Miles Garrett, and then we
Okay.
went 1-15 with Miles Garrett. We drafted Baker Mayfield and Denzel Ward in the first round.
And you're still
We're
the
pretty
Browns.
good at this.
All this elite talent, and you're still the Browns. It's crazy.
All this elite talent, and we still will find a way to lose. Don't forget it. Just understand. It doesn't matter if we have a 4-touchdown lead with 2 minutes left in the game. We will try to find a way to lose because that's just who we are.
Nice, that's
Hey,
hot.
so I heard today that Tom Brady is considering testing out the free agency market after this season.
I've heard that Tom Brady's considering coming home.
To
I
New
heard-
England.
Yeah,
That's not happening.
that's not happening.
That's what I heard.
Him and Bill Belly after the game, they sat in the locker room and talked for an hour. What you think they were talking about? A little collusion. Come back home, Daddy. That's what Bill said. He said, Daddy, come back home. I'll get you a good defense. We'll win that. We'll win you one more chip.
I think this is exactly how
We
this
know
conversation
we know
went.
you only left New England because Giselle didn't like the cold, but you got rid of that. You got rid of her, got her out of your life. Come back home and win some Super Bowls. I need
pretty
you,
sure-
Daddy.
I'm pretty sure this is
Or-
exactly how this conversation went.
Or hear
Damn.
me out.
We're way too old to be doing this shit. We should both retire and move the Bahamas together.
Or hear
No,
me out.
that's
right?
not it.
That's not
There's
it.
only, there's only one team he couldn't beat in the Super Bowl.
He's not going to New It. He's not going to New York.
If you can't beat him,
He's
join
gonna
him, man.
go to Washington so he can beat New York twice.
Yeah, but if you can't beat him, join him, man. Tom, come on. You can train Daniel Jones.
Yeah, but Daniel Jones is
Why,
too.
how many quarterbacks do you want your Giants to sign? This is like the fourth person you've made a pitch now to come to the Giants.
Mac, Daniel Jones, Tom
Yeah.
Brady.
Two
Yeah, well, Tom's considering
ex-Patriot
testing free
quarterbacks.
agency.
Do you want Jacoby Brissett too? Then you can get
No.
3 ex-Patriot quarterbacks.
What
And
about
that's
Jimmy
a-
Garoppolo? Yeah, that's
Actually,
another.
I really wanted the Giants to try to make a move for Jimmy Garoppolo. Because like I'm well aware that Daniel Jones is mid. But like Jimmy Garoppolo is a more refined mid because he's just a little bit older.
No, he just doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
He's mid but doesn't turn the ball over. It's
Who's a
like
little bit
Trent
better.
Dilfer with the Ravens.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
he won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback, but surprise, dude, you're trash.
All I'm saying is Trent Dilfer has more Super Bowl rings than any quarterbacks for the Browns. Okay.
Listen,
You be nice to Trent Dilfer.
I can't back that stat up, but I'm sure a Browns quarterback went somewhere and won a chip as a backup. Okay.
Did you have Brian Hoyer on your team for a while?
Yeah, we did have Brian Hoyer on our team. Yeah, Brian Hoyer's got a chip. Shut your mouth, Bruce.
You're
I'm sorry.
welcome.
Brian
Yeah.
Hoyer, a starting quarterback for you guys.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
Oh,
was.
my God.
He actually was,
Yes,
yeah.
he was.
And then he immediately got either traded or signed to the Patriots within like a year or two of playing for Cleveland.
Yeah, we go through quarterbacks like you can go through, Tic Tacs quick. I think we've had like 29 starting quarterbacks in 15 years.
That's actually a crazy statistic.
It's something. It's crazy. What can you do? We added 2 more to the list this year. Crazy. Maybe we'll give Joshua Dobbs a start as well and just make it 3.
Yes.
Who knows? Alopecia Poppy. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. The last game I want to talk about for this week, because it's going to be a great game. It's a 4:00 matchup. Arizona Cardinals are traveling to Mile High to play the Denver Broncos.
I thought you were going to give us a serious game.
Dude, I'm telling you, if the Denver Broncos cannot win this game, if they cannot do it,
I think Russell Wilson might not play this game.
Can
I
we
think
my boy
that's-
Trayson? That's all I want. I just want my boy Trayson.
I think it's it's gonna be a matchup between Brent Ripien, the Boise State product, and
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy. Yeah, it's gonna be a hot one.
God, he's still around.
Yeah, that's another Browns quarterback right there, baby.
They're like cockroaches. Like they just don't leave.
You can't get rid of them, but they just don't
They
start.
said, hey, so we're the Browns. We're gonna draft you. We're gonna give you a call and draft it. We're gonna give you a call. All right, you're gonna start for this season. Oh, you're trash. All right, but now your career's not over. You're gonna journey around the league for the next 18 or 19 seasons and just be a backup.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
And
Veteran minimum the
they
whole
just
time.
amass a massive bag for the end of their career for playing 0 games. You started 1 game when you were a rookie, and now you're in your 23rd year in the NFL, and you still have yet to start a game since your rookie year. But it's the Browns' way.
And all I'm saying is there was a wise man who once told me that being the backup quarterback is the best position on the football team.
Yeah,
You
but
talking about Alex Moran?
unfortunately, he did end up becoming the starter. So,
But that doesn't change the statement.
okay. I believe he had a trickle down effect to him that kind
Yeah,
of, gave him power.
Okay.
fair enough.
All right. One actual game I want to talk about this week is I want to talk about the Dolphins Bills game. This is like because the Dolphins beat them the first time around, and I think this could steal if the Dolphins come out and do it again this game. They could steal away the first seed from from Buffalo, and Kansas City will lock that shit up. Any thoughts?
Nah, Bills win this one. They lost the first one. They're not losing 2.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
It is up in Buffalo, so
they're gonna trade. They're gonna trade this year.
Yeah.
I pretty much expect Miami to lose in Buffalo pretty much every time around this time of year.
I hate playing games up in Buffalo this time of year. It might be the worst stadium to play in the winter.
You don't like going to Orchard Park in the winter?
No, absolutely not.
You're telling me you don't want to sit in your stadium with 4 feet of snow?
It's fine. The Bills fans can't feel it. They're so drunk jumping through tables before the game. They don't
Oh
care.
yeah, man. They don't care.
It is actually scary the amount of like shirtless Bills fans you see at a Bills game in December. Like
That actually does make me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, like you just like they like scan. You're like watching like I'm watching like a Patriots game, and you just like scan it, and then you just see shirtless. I'm like, what's the temperature of the game? Oh, -13. Players are wearing like scuba suits to keep warm, and there's just shirtless fans in the crowd. With BIL and then S because they don't know how to spell because they're so hammered. They lost L somewhere else along the way.
Nice.
But
That's good for you, though. I mean,
there needs to be a stat on how many Bills fans have gotten hypothermia.
I don't think. I think the answer is 0 because once again, when you have that much whiskey in your system, you're on fire. You're not cold.
Facts. You're chasing a different dragon at that point.
Facts. You're fighting different demons. It's a whole different issue. I think the number we need to know.
Cold is bad.
You said what, Bruce?
You've grown past the point where being cold is relevant.
Right. The
Now
number
you
we
just
do need. The number we do need is how many Bills fans have gotten hurt jumping through tables. That's the stat I need. Give me numbers. Tables broken versus people sent to the hospital for breaking tables.
What you want to know the stat line?
I need the statistics. Yeah.
Need some stats on that?
I need some stats on that because Bills fans be jumping through tables. Like tables are cheap. It's crazy. I don't understand Bills fans. Like, yeah, let me go tailgate. Let me throw a table up. Oh, look, I got this Bills table. It's sick. I paid $200 for it. Let me jump through it. Bills Mafia.
Why is that their thing? I want to know what the tradition behind it is.
I think someone just got like again, when you smash a bottle of whiskey, your brain doesn't work in the right way, and you're just kind of like, you get drunk enough, you're like, oh, slap me, or I could jump off a building right now and I'd be fine. And then one thing leads to another, and you're jumping through tables. Like,
It's actually funny that the Bills like organization has banned jumping through tables, and yet they just watch hundreds of tables get destroyed every year as Bills fans jump through it and then
Well, I
leave
imagine I got pissed off of picking up tables after every 8 games every fucking Sunday out of the parking lot.
Oh yeah, because you know they're not cleaning those up.
Hell no, bro. Absolutely not. You know those fans are just gonna drive over those broken tables as they're leaving the fucking stadium. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they got the snow tires on and everything. Like they're just rolling. Okay. All right, let's jump to the pick'ems for this week.
Rip the pick.
So we got 3 Saturday games this week.
Yeah.
So because college football is not in swing, the bowl games are starting actually. They start tomorrow, but it's kind of the lower bowl game. So the NFL takes over this Saturday. The 1 o'clock game is the Colts at Vikings on Saturday.
Give me Minnesota.
Minnesota. And it's not a primetime game, so Kirk Cousins is going to play well. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Minnesota as well.
Okay. All right. The 4:30 game Saturday. Baltimore's headed to Cleveland. Dog pound. Woo woo. Give me the dog pound. Woo woo.
I'm thinking. Jesus. Can I get one more woo woo?
That's what we do in the stadium because we're dumb.
Okay. Now that we have that clip generated, I'm taking the Cleveland Browns as well.
I'm gonna take the Browns. I'm gonna take the Browns.
Gotta generate hype. Let's go. Because
Jake,
just
you
like
gotta
in
do
Buffalo,
that. You
Cleveland
gotta do
is cold. It's on the lake. We get all that lake effect weather. So the only way to get Browns fans hyped in that weather is we just start chanting. And when you can't talk because you're that cold, you can just make barking noises. So then the whole stadium just like it's a good experience. Everyone should experience it.
All right, moving on to the night game on Saturday. We got
Dolphins and Bills. Dolphins and Bills, yeah. How many tables are getting broken on this one?
Let's over around the tables. What are you thinking?
I'm going at least 17.
17 tables?
Yeah, and if they win, we're gonna double that to at least 34 tables.
All right. So Bruce, you want to drive up to Buffalo when you get here, and we'll go jump through some tables.
Oh no, we just want to fuck up JT's number.
Yeah, we just want to get. I'm gonna go bring 18. Oh no, well you said the over,
No,
right?
I said at least. So you got to keep them under. You got to stop Bills fans from jumping through tables. Good luck.
Start throwing Matt.
Wait for guy to get drunk, stand up in the back of pickup truck to jump through table. Jumps, we move table. He just face plants on the
We'll tail out from underneath them. Right.
You guys get mobbed by an entire, Bills, the actual, probably legitimate mafia.
The actual Bills mafia.
I'm going Bills though.
Yeah, give me Buffalo.
I'll take the Bills.
Okay. Well, then there was the Thursday we kind of glanced over, but all of us took the Niners, who are winning right now, and pretty handily, 21-6. Sunday 1 o'clock games. We got Eagles at Bears. Give me Eagles. Bears aren't good enough. Justin Fields' legs might be able to keep this close, but Eagles win.
Yeah, give me the Eagles as well.
I'll take the Birds.
Squaw.
That's right. I said the Birds. Dan.
Well, are you talking about this bird? Because the Falcons are playing the Saints.
See,
in New Orleans.
Contest.
Yeah. But both these teams are still in contention to win their division.
Oh my gosh.
They're only one game back on the Bucks, who are 6-8, winning their division.
Is this new NFC East?
Like so much.
Yes.
Give me the Falcons.
Okay. And Bruce, before you answer, I need to know, why does this hurt you? Because this has been what your division has been known for almost the past decade.
What?
Being awful as a divisional at a whole.
Yeah.
Not just like 3 teams. Not like like the AFC East was, where the 3 teams were shit and New England was good.
Oh, hold on. I just pulled up the things. Let me put it this way: the Saints are now last in the division, The Falcons have dropped from second to third. The Carolina Panthers are on a 2-game win streak and are now 1 game back from the Buccaneers.
What is going on?
The Carolina Panthers are 1 game back from making the playoffs after trading away half their team.
Someone did something right over there in Carolina.
I guess I'll take the Dirty Birds in this matchup.
Okay.
No.
I guess the Falcons are the right pick here.
Give me the Saints. We'll ride with the Saints. It's an awful pick. We're going Saints. Oh, this is a good one right here. Okay. A team with a great defense versus a team on a tear right now. The Detroit Lions are traveling to MetLife to play the Jets. Jets. Yes.
I need Mike White to give another masterclass.
Also, I want to put this out there. Jamison Williams, 41-yard touchdown catch last week. The kid's back. Ohio State product. He didn't come out of Bama. Anyone that says that's stupid. Ohio State puts out good receivers.
Nice. He did transfer.
He did transfer. He played 1 year at Bama.
Okay. Just like Joe Burrow's an Ohio State product too.
He's an Ohio State product. I refuse to accept anything otherwise.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
All right, so who are you both taking?
That's a tough one. See, there's Garrett Wilson on one side, but Detroit.
Ross St. Brown.
Detroit has made their team off of Ohio State players. You know, Jeff Okuda's over there. We got Jonah Jackson over there. They got a bunch of Ohio State boys. Jamison Williams now. So I think Motor City Dan Campbell has the right idea. He's drafting Ohio State boys. Give me Motor City Dan Campbell. He's maybe 1 or 2 drafts away from having a perennial Super Bowl team of just Ohio State players.
Okay. Interesting.
And Aiden Hutchinson.
It's fine. Aiden Hutchinson wanted to go to Ohio State. He just wasn't good enough.
I feel like that's not true.
Well, so just so you know, Jonah Jackson is from Rutgers, not from Ohio State, because
no,
he played more years at Rutgers.
No.
If you can claim Jameson, Rutgers is claiming.
No, because see, here's how it
Jonah
works.
Jackson.
If you come out of Ohio State, you are made better at Ohio State. But if you leave Ohio State, you left Ohio State because you weren't good enough to be at Ohio State. But Ohio State was the reason you were good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking taking the Lions, but your dog water.
Okay.
I'm also gonna take Detroit. I feel like it's not.
I'm bringing hot takes today.
I need Mike White to give me another masterclass like he did 2 weeks ago. But like I think the Lions are gonna end up winning this game.
Okay. All right. And Dan, they have Taylor Decker there too. Ohio State boy. All right. Too many Ohio State boys.
Do they just, when they call you, they're like, "Hey, what school did you go to?" Not Ohio State.
Hang up. Click it. We don't want him.
Have you now or ever attended Ohio State University for any amount of time? No.
What? I mean, I went there on a visit.
They're a running back away. I mean, they're just waiting for Travion Henderson. The Lions are going to be all over that, and then that's a Super Bowl team right there.
Oh my gosh.
Next 1 o'clock game. Pittsburgh at Carolina.
Pittsburgh at Carolina.
Give me the Malurs.
So I'm an agent of chaos, and I am now rooting for the Carolina Panthers to win their division. Let's go Panthers.
Okay.
That's a wild statement. I love it though. Like I'm just saying, I love it, but it's wild.
So the Steelers are just going to have to lose because of it. It's just how it has to go.
Give me Pittsburgh. I can't. JT, I can't. I tried to think it through, but I can't.
Okay. Just understand. Sam Darnold is starting.
Is he going to see ghosts?
Is he back in the Reigns? You got the Reigns back?
The last time I checked it was, but also it's the Carolina Panthers, so I don't really look at their games.
So who knows?
They keep their quarterback room like a pitching staff.
Yeah, they're all down. Too many pitches of one night. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
So Baker Mayfield went through 55 passes tonight. Yeah, we better go on PJ Walker tomorrow.
We better go and cut him and let him go to a different team. No. All right.
Dallas at Jacksonville.
Dallas. Oh. Even though Jacksonville's been playing real good.
Evan Ingram went crazy last week.
Yeah, you know where he used to play.
Ole Miss,
Yeah, you know who else went to Ole Miss?
AJ Brown,
You know who else went to Ole Miss?
everyone who trashed on the Titans.
You know who else went to Ole Miss?
Um,
Uh, didn't DK
Eli
go there?
Manning.
Eli Manning did in fact go to Ole Miss, but do you know who else went to Ole Miss? DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
I said that, dumb bitch.
Oh,
All
I'll give
right.
you that one.
Well, I'm agreeing with JT. I'm going to be an agent of chaos. So I'm taking the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars in this game.
Oh my god.
okay. Yeah, but the chaos has to involve the Giants losing. And the only way to guarantee that they lower in their division is for the other teams in their division to win. Dallas Cowboys. If I can't be happy, neither of you can be happy.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna be stuck with another season next year of Daniel Jones, and he's gonna play just good enough to get a 3-year deal, and I'm
But
gonna
just think about this.
maybe
Deshaun
walk
Watson has probably wasted away his prime. So I'm up for the next 5 years of seeing if a receiver can learn how to catch a ball with his feet.
All right, you. I'll let you know how my paint's drying, and then a couple of years you can let me know how your paint's drying. All right.
Sick.
All right.
Hopefully my paint dries faster and figures out how to play football again.
All right,
Hopefully,
all
he
right.
learns how to play football.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next game.
Kansas City at Houston. Kansas City, next question.
Next question.
That's an
Kansas.
easy one. I knew it was coming.
James. All right.
4 o'clock game, Arizona at Denver. It's a hot one.
Another
The Cardinals
shit.
are better with Colt McCoy. Colt
Are
McCoy,
they?
let's go.
Are
I don't
they?
know.
Give me
I'm
the
making
Cardinals.
terrible statements today. I'm here for it. Colt McCoy for the dub. Former Browns quarterbacks gonna lead this team to the promised land.
The bottom of the
Yeah,
leaderboard.
number 1 overall pick. Let's go.
All right.
You don't bring in a Browns quarterback unless you want the number 1 overall pick.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm gonna piss off a whole franchise's fan base today, and it's gonna be my own fan base. But they all know it's true, so you can't really be mad.
Gosh.
Did
All right.
everyone make their pick for this game?
Yeah, I said the Cardinals.
I'll take the birds.
Okay. All right. New England at Las Vegas. The Raiders.
Give me New England, baby. You already
Once
knew that.
again, for the 12th straight week, let's go Raiders.
I just want to let you know this. New England is now ahead of the Jets in the standings.
Yeah, until they lose to the Raiders.
That's fake news. All right.
Give me the Raiders.
Okay. Oh, I actually like this next matchup. Tennessee at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mm.
I'm gonna let you boys go first.
Give me the Bolts.
It's a
JT.
tough one. It's a tough one. So it's a team that can't stop the run versus a team that can't stop the pass. And both teams like to pass and one team likes to run. This is going to be an awful game to watch because you're never going to know when a score is going to come because this is wild. Give me the Chargers, I guess, but who knows?
I actually really like the Chargers this matchup too.
Oh,
right.
the Bolts. Let's go.
All right. The 4 o'clock, the last 4 o'clock matchup, Bengals at Bucks. Again, we're rooting for chaos. We're rooting for the Carolina Panthers to win their division. Go Bengals.
Yeah, I want the Bengals to win too.
Okay. All right. The night game, maybe the most mid game of the week. We're probably going to project another tie here. New York Giants at Washington Commanders.
I'll take the Giants in this matchup.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I just want to take a time out and think about this real quick. Who fucking made this schedule? The Commanders. This is the Commanders schedule. They played the Giants, have a bye week, and then play the Giants again.
Yeah, buddy.
That is the grossest scheduling I've ever seen in my life.
They're prepped and ready to go. Washington Commanders roll. Because the Giants are ending this year on a massive losing streak.
Give me the Commanders.
I'm swaying the party. Giants, get a new quarterback. You trash.
Are you
Monday
also
Night
taking
Football.
the Commanders?
I already did.
That was the first thing you said.
Monday Night Football. Los Angeles Rams at Green Bay Packers.
Give me the Rams.
Oh, it's tough. Do I root for my boy Baker? I do still fucks with Baker. He does wake up feeling dangerous. But he also knew about 4 plays last week, yet still won a game, led a game-winning drive. But the Rams are trash.
But Aaron Rodgers has done like nothing.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers has come on the last couple of weeks. Now that Christian Watson has decided he does, in fact, know how to play wide receiver. Actually, now that I look at this game, the only reason Baker was able to come back was because it was against the Raiders, who are atrociously bad, yet I will continue to pick them every week. The Green Bay Packers win this one.
All right. Mr. Boosie?
You mean the Cheeseheads?
I just want to say thank you to whoever decided to make these trash can schedules for the NFL season this year. You have done a wonderful job, Boo Boo. And we hate every primetime game that you have ever given us.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. And you know what? I think Amazon's going to pull out of their deal if you don't find some better fucking matchups.
Oh
Jesus. These games have been atrocious.
Like next week on Thursday night is Jacksonville versus the Jets. Like
It's either a field goal fest or one team gets absolutely blown out, and the Amazon Prime commentators, who have actually done a good job this year, they brought in good people for this, have to figure out what the hell to talk about for 3 quarters because one team is getting their cheeks clapped. Hey, this has been the Boyz and Ball podcast. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe. Bow.